Okay, let's talk about this Smyrna Market Village expansion. If you live in or around Smyrna, you've probably heard about this plan, but you might not realize just how massive this expansion is going to be. So in this video, we're going to break that all down and talk about what Smyrna may look like in the next few years. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Smyrna purchased a 9-acre parcel from the First Baptist Church, and that's right over by Smyrna Market Village. So it's an easy expansion, and that's kind of where this whole idea started. The plan is to take Smyrna Market Village and just expand it out and make it a larger, more central part of town. Like I said, this is a massive project. So from what's being discussed, obviously, this is a much larger section of Smyrna Market Village, and they're talking about more retail, more restaurants, maybe an event space, expanding the Silver Comet to something called the Jonquil Mile, and also maybe even a boutique luxury hotel. So just to touch on the Jonquil Mile thing, you'll hear a lot of people talking about this because it's a huge part of this whole project, connecting the Silver Comet and making Smyrna Market Village and downtown Smyrna more walkable. And I will get into all of that in just a little bit, but first I want to talk about how this whole thing came together. By the way, if you live in Smyrna and you're trying to figure out how a project like this will impact your home value or your timing, that's the kind of stuff that I help people navigate every day. I've got a link in the description where you can go and find out what your home will realistically sell for in this market, or just reach out. I'm happy to walk you through it. So how did this project actually happen? This was a deal between the city of Smyrna and the First Baptist Church. The city obviously wanting to expand Smyrna Market Village, and the First Baptist Church is moving to a new, larger campus down the road. So it really worked out on both sides. Smyrna gets a larger area and gets to expand that Smyrna Market Village, and the First Baptist Church gets a new modern campus right down the road. With a built out downtown area like Smyrna has right now, you almost never get to expand your downtown retail area like this. So it was just really good fortune that Smyrna First Baptist was moving, and Smyrna has the opportunity to expand right there next to the Smyrna Market Village area. This also wasn't something that just came together overnight. The city's really been working for the past few years. The deal for the land was approved back in 2023, and it officially closed in 2024. Throughout 2024 and 2025, they've been working through planning and community input. So this has been building for a while, and it's just now getting to the point where people are really starting to hear about it. So for the city of Smyrna's part, when you look at everything that's planned, the restaurants, the retail, this is really about keeping people, especially people who already live in Smyrna, spending their money there instead of going other places to go to restaurants and shops. If you live in Smyrna, you already know that Smyrna Market Village is a great place to hang out. Shops and restaurants and green spaces, and of course Stillfire Brewing is like blowing up. That's the place to be right now. So there's a ton of stuff to do, and Smyrna Market Village is a destination. However, it is limited in space. There's only so much that you can do right now. And when I say shops, there aren't a lot of shops. There are a few things. There's some good restaurants there, but there could definitely be more. And so that's what this, expansion, part of what this expansion is all about, is keeping people in Smyrna, giving people more things to do in Smyrna, and bringing people in from outside Smyrna to come hang out in this Smyrna Market Village expanded area. What a lot of people in Smyrna do now is, instead of just staying in Smyrna Market Village, they may go to dinner in Smyrna Market Village, but if they want, more options, they're venturing out. They're going to the Battery, they're going to Midtown, they're going to, Alpharetta, going to other places that just have more to do if you've got a family, and I can relate to this from personal experience. So another big piece of this expansion of Smyrna Market Village is changing the overall feeling of Smyrna and how people look at Smyrna. So is Smyrna the kind of place where if you moved, you could just basically live, work, and play in Smyrna and everything is there for you? Now, some people may argue this is already the case, but this expansion of Smyrna Market Village really allows for that. Think about a place like Alpharetta, the Avalon, and things around that area. A lot of people that live up in that area just kind of stay up there because they have everything that they need up in that area. Is Smyrna that kind of place? Is Smyrna right now the kind of place where you've got everything in Smyrna? When I say Smyrna, I'm not talking about the Battery. I'm not talking about, Cumberland Mall and things like that. I'm talking about just in Smyrna. Is Smyrna the kind of place where you can just stay right there and you have everything? And that's kind of the idea behind this expansion is, can we just create a place where you can just live, work, and play right here in Smyrna and you have everything you need? And if you own a home in Smyrna, anywhere near Smyrna Market Village, or really just in the greater Smyrna area, this is important for you too, because maybe you've noticed since the pandemic, it's become really important for home buyers to have walkability around their home. They want a place where, especially for those people who work from home, but even if you don't work from home, having that ability to walk to go to dinner. What can I walk to from my house? Now, it's not important to every home buyer, right? Some home buyers are more concerned with the size of the yard and, maybe the schools and stuff like that. That's definitely top of the list. But walkability is a huge thing for buyers, especially right now. And if you live in Smyrna, if you own a home in Smyrna, you really should be paying attention to this, because if you're close to this Smyrna Market Village area, this is going to be huge for you. Okay, so as far as timing goes, this is not something that's going to happen overnight. We're looking at definitely a multi-year project. Smyrna First Baptist is still in their church building right now. Estimates say that construction is maybe going to begin in 2027, and then we're looking 3 to 5 years, and could really even be longer. But if you live around that area, 3 to 5 years, that's a relatively short period of time for you to be in your home and see all of these changes happening in Smyrna right there where you are. Now, zooming out away from Smyrna a little bit, this Smyrna Market Village expansion is part of a bigger trend that's happening all over Atlanta, in Atlanta suburbs, in the city, creating these walkable areas where people can just stay right there in their communities. And I honestly think this project in Smyrna is super cool, and I'm very excited about it. But what do you think about this? Do you live in the Smyrna area, or are you thinking about moving to Smyrna? Is this a reason for you to move to Smyrna, or do you commute down Atlanta Road or Spring Road and you're thinking this is just gonna be a congestion nightmare? Drop me a comment and let me know. I'd really like to hear what you're thinking about this project. And once again, my name is Tyler Stanley. If you live in the Smyrna area, or if you're thinking about buying in the Smyrna area, I help buyers and sellers navigate these kind of questions every day. You can contact me through the link below, or you can just shoot me an email. Talk to you soon.